It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store. As it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Ready.
Play action. Now Richardson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Come on.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Colts at 0-8 now on the year. And you'd like to say, let's put the first half behind us and start over, but it's likely not going to be that easy.
It never is it? Because a lot of people say, look forward, let's go ahead and start rebuilding, let's think about the draft and free agency. But you have a bunch of people in that locker room that are saying, don't give up on us now. We still have our pride, and we still have a chance to win some games.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in, and it makes it hard to defend.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Liking 18.
Richardson looking to throw this. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Just
looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Hawk 70. Ready?
To throw is Milton. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Here we go. Shot clock low 18. Cougar 19. Ready?
Milton. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A Raider first down, 17 yards. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Down to about the 22 here.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll go again with Genty. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Get it! Hey,
on first down, it's Genty. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's Milton. They'll get this out to Genty. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
And it, Corey, 17, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Here's Milton now to throw. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I showed my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. You look at this Raiders defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league and sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Richardson out of the shotgun. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he is going to have a Colts first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Liking 18. Trap 60. Trap 60.
And Richardson yet again. Over the middle, complete. That's Contreras. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 31 yards there and a first down.
That's
On the jump.
Colts. First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
Taylor is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Come on, come on.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal.
Get it. 70 tip, 19 Lions. 70 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18. Ready, ready.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Byron Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. That's to the left side, pulled in by Besh. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
60 bites, 60 bites.
Now Milton. And that's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Okay, break.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Press all 80. Trap 60.
To throw, it's Milton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
Carlson on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
79 Broncos. Go.
Richardson working from the gun. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Warriors 70. Ready.
Now it's Richardson. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A gain of 32 that time.
That's another Colts first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Richardson going to try to run it. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Red! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Mustang 19!
Now Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Raiders 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Throwing is Milton. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Milton. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Ready? Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
They go play action with Richardson. Left side, he finds Pierce. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
14, Alec Pierce. A gain of 5 brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ready.
Richardson. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Open man down the field, it's Bowers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest in first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll come up second and 7.
Ready. 19 Charger. 19 Charger. Dragon 60.
Operating from the gun, Milton. That is caught downfield. It's Besh. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 46.
First down, Raiders.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Looking to throw. Milton. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Raiders.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Warrior 70.
Back to throw. Milton. Got a man. It's Mayer. Touchdown Raiders. Michael Mayer. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
Here we go, here we go.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. And that almost makes it a brand new ball game. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. It's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Bust through the tackle. Still going. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Cougar 19.
Richardson looking to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Hop, step, ready.
Richardson looking to throw this. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Okay, ready?
1st down and goal to go.
Here we go, set. Catch.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Ready.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a handoff to Genty. Oh, look at the juke. There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Genty, 74 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ready.
Here's Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Go.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Cowboy 80.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now I don't think they have any choice.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Bronco 80. Switch. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Richardson out of the shotgun. Got his man. It's Warren. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk. Dragon 60.
To throw from his end zone. Milton. Open man is Tucker. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. A run straight ahead with Genty. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now a first carry for their fullback. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play. Who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Throwing to start the drive, Richardson. And he's got Pierce. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Now he's going to step up and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Richardson. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Ready? 19 Tiger. Hurt. 19 Lions.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And the Raiders have got him. Adafe Owe picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. To throw is Milton. Working downfield, he's got Thornton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Looks like they'll move things around here.
Bronco 80. 19, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Warrior 70.
Now Milton. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And this gain to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here we go, here we go. Hop, trap 60, trap 60. Steady.
Up the middle, it's Genty. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Milton. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Bowers. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Here's Milton now to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On the set.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
Viking 18. Go.
They run once more with Taylor. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Off the option, here's Taylor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
This is 1st and 10.
60 bucks.
Now Richardson. That's to Warren, his tight end. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Check.
Quick throw completed by Richardson. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Richardson. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing.